If you love trail riding, you've probably heard this question before. Should you ride a mule or a horse? Both are great animals, but they have big differences. In this video, we'll compare them side by side so you can choose the best one for your next adventure. We'll look at trail skills, training, cost, and more, all in simple terms. So let's hit the trail and see which one comes out on top. Before we compare how they do on the trail, let's understand what makes a horse and a mule different. A mule is a hybrid. It's the baby of a male donkey and a female horse. This mix gives the mule the strong body of a horse and the tough, smart brain of a donkey. Pretty cool, right? That's why mules are known for being smart, sturdy, and super careful on rough ground. A horse, on the other hand, comes in many different breeds. Some are fast and athletic, others are calm and gentle. People have been riding horses for thousands of years. They're the classic trail buddy. So both animals are great for riding, but they come from very different backgrounds. And that's where the real differences begin. Let's start by looking at what really matters out on the trail. How each one handles tough situations. When you're on a long trail ride, your animal's behavior really matters. That's where temperament and intelligence come in. Mules are thinkers. They won't just walk into danger, they stop and look first. Some people call this stubbornness, but it's really caution. Mules are less likely to panic, which can keep you safe in tricky spots. Horses are usually more willing to follow commands, and they respond quickly. But that also means they're more likely to get spooked by loud sounds, fast movements, or surprises. For example, if a plastic bag blows across the trail, a horse might jump or bolt, while a mule might just stop, stare, and wait. That small difference can mean a safer ride in unpredictable places. So, mules are careful and steady while horses are quick and responsive. But what about the trail itself? Hills, rocks, and water. Let's see who handles rough terrain better. When the trail gets tricky, like steep climbs, rocky slopes, or muddy hills, the animal's balance and footing really matter. Mules are famous for being sure-footed. Their smaller, harder hooves help them grip the ground better, and they place each step with care. That's because mules get their careful footing from their donkey side. Donkeys are natural rock climbers. Even in tight spots, mules stay calm and steady. They don't rush, which helps prevent accidents. Horses can also be great trail animals, especially if they've been trained for it. But because they're heavier and walk faster, they're more likely to trip or slip, especially on uneven ground. Some trail riders say they trust their mule on rocky mountain trails more than they would trust any horse. Others love their horse's smooth ride on flat, open paths. But trail riding isn't just about footing. It's also about how long your animal can go. Let's talk about endurance. Trail riding isn't always a short trip. Some rides can last all day, or even several days. That's when endurance really counts. Mules have amazing stamina. They can go longer without getting tired, especially in hot or dry weather. Thanks to their donkey side, they use energy more efficiently and don't overheat as easily. Mules also sweat less and need fewer water breaks. That makes them a favorite for riders going into backcountry areas where resources are limited. Horses can handle long rides too, especially certain breeds like Arabians or Mustangs. But in general, horses may need more rest, more water, and more food on the trail. Experienced riders often say, "A horse will take you there, a mule will bring you back." It's a popular saying. And it's true when it comes to stamina. So when it comes to long, tough rides, the mule has the edge. But what about training? Is one animal easier to teach than the other? Let's find out next. Training plays a big role in how fun and safe your trail rides are. And when it comes to learning, horses and mules think very differently. Horses are usually easier to train at first. They respond quickly to pressure and often want to please their rider. That's why horses are great for beginners. They're more likely to say, "Yes, let's go." Mules are smart, really smart, but that means they won't do something just because you said so. They need to trust that it's safe. Some people call them stubborn, but they're just being careful. If you rush a mule or force it, you'll likely get nowhere. But if you build trust and treat it fairly, a trained mule can be just as obedient and sometimes even more reliable than a horse. So if you want fast progress, a horse might be easier. But if you're patient and experienced, a mule can be a smart and steady partner for life. Now let's talk about something that matters to every rider: the cost. Which animal is more affordable in the long run? Trail riding isn't just about the ride. It's also about how much care, time, and the money your animal needs. Mules are low maintenance. They usually eat less than horses, and they use their food more efficiently, thanks to their donkey genes. Many mules also have tough hooves and can go barefoot, so you might not need horseshoes. Less feed and fewer shoeing costs can really add up in savings over time. Horses, on the other hand, often need more feed, especially if they're doing regular trail work. Some breeds are picky eaters or have health issues like colic or laminitis, and most trail horses will need shoes, especially on rocky ground. Vet bills can be higher for horses too, depending on the breed and workload. Mules tend to stay healthier and more injury-resistant. But here's the catch: well-trained mules are harder to find. They're less common than horses, so if you want a calm, trail-ready mule, you might pay more up front. So if you're looking at long-term costs, mules may save you money. But buying one could cost more in the beginning, especially for one that's already trained and ready to ride. We've looked at training, trail skills, and even your wallet. But which one's right for you? Let's wrap it up with some real-life situations to help you decide. So, mule or horse, which one is better? Well, the answer depends on you and how you ride. If you're new to trail riding and want an animal that's easy to train and responds quickly, a horse might be your best choice, especially if you're riding flat trails or gentle hills. Horses come in many breeds, so you can find one that matches your speed, size, and personality. But if you're riding in steep, rocky, or remote places, or going on multi-day trips, a mule may be the safer and tougher option. Mules are cautious, durable, and they just don't give up easily. And if you've got the patience and experience to build a good relationship, a trained mule can be one of the best trail partners out there. Horse, easier to train, faster, better for beginners. Mule, safer on rough trails, lower maintenance, better endurance. Both animals are incredible in their own ways. It's not really about which is better, it's about which one fits your needs and your style of riding. Let's bring it all together and help you make that final choice. Whether you choose a mule or a horse, the best trail partner is the one that matches your needs, your riding style, and your personality. Horses offer speed, smooth rides, and easy training. Mules bring caution, strength, and stamina to the toughest trails. Each one has its strengths, and it's all about what matters most to you. Let us know in the comments. Are you on Team Mule or Team Horse? We'd love to hear your trail riding stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next trail ride right here on Livestock Insights.